All right, y'all. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Peace. Yes.
Oh,
It
peace,
is
everybody.
Friday.
Yes.
So, welcome, 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 everybody. Thank you for joining us. It is Sunday, and we are here to return, connect, and build.
Yes. Love
Yes,
it.
yes, yes, yes. So, we got some folks, Fire and Mineral, they on their way. But the crew is assembling. We're gonna give y'all a couple minutes to get in.
Yes.
Thank you all for RSVPing, for being on tonight. Definitely share, share, share. We want to make sure that we get this information out to the people. Yeah, we had a great weekend. Got time to connect and build out there in them streets.
Oh
I
my
don't know
gosh.
if you want to give updates.
I'm
Yes.
exhausted. Yeah, I'm just gonna be really. I'm exhausted. That was beautiful. It was.
Shayla's working.
It was.
Yes, 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 yes. So opportunity to continue to talk about what we're doing here in the States as well as in Ghana, and what we have coming up. So for those of you who are tuning in or might have heard about this for the first time, got an invite, got a text message, we thank you for jumping on. We are talking about this trip to Ghana. We are the Elements of Abundance in collaboration with the Epic Networking Party and sponsored by woo, 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 Tours to Ghana and the Beyond Investments in Ghana, Ivory Mountains.
Yeah.
So we're gonna jump into this. We come into you every Sunday with a little short live to just let you know what it is that we're doing, answer any frequently asked questions or whatever questions. There are no stupid questions. I like to say that. And just let you know updates and what we have going on. So
We jumping into it. Are we
and
introducing?
I think we should, and for those who don't know, I am
Yes.
Hafiza Ture, also known as Win of the Elements of Abundance.
Yes. Yes. I am Shayla Streeter, aka known as Earth. Yes.
And I'm Raisha, CEO of the Epic Network.
All right.
Right.
Anybody else, just jump right in when you are ready. Again, we got some other folks who are going to be joining us shortly, but we wanted to jump in to what it is that we are doing with the Return, Connect, and Build Ghana Exchange. This is a cultural exchange. We're dealing in art, we're dealing in commerce, economic development. It's more than just a tour, so we didn't want to just name it that. We wanted to expand on that understanding. So yes, there is the culture, there are the attractions, but there's also the networking and the building of bridges and connections, meeting with diaspora who live in Ghana now. What that transition was like, business owners who are from the diaspora as well as Ghanaian, what that's like, the support and the entities that are there to support us as well as them, and just how we develop, how we grow, how we expand, how do we create this pipeline across the water of prosperity. So we're going to jump into all of those things. And I think we're going to start out with these frequently asked questions. You know, we want you to tell a friend, so share, share, share. But Shayla, you want to jump in
I'm gonna
and get
jump
started
in.
on that?
Yes, I am. All right. So really pretty much people want to know what are the dates of the tour. So our tour will take place December 25th through January 3rd of 2024. So
Yeah.
please mark your calendars. Yes. So yes, Christmas Day.
Yes, we will be traveling. And it was strategic to choose those dates because December is one of the most highly visited times of year for Ghana. They issue over 400,000 visas in the month of December. Okay, this is a country of 35 million people, and 400,000 people from outside the country come into the country to partake in all of the festivals, festivities, the cultural aspect of it, all of the things. So we wanted to make sure that this tour corresponded with those festivals and all of the other offerings and opportunities, especially from a networking standpoint. How do we tap into the most people in one concentrated time? and that's why we chose those dates.
And I just want to add to just the frequency and the vibration of all of these beautiful melanated souls on the continent. Okay. But I'm just going to add that. Yes.
Yeah.
And can I add something real quick too?
Yes, you sure can.
And I know, like, some people coming from America, they're like, Christmas, I gotta spend Christmas with my family. But what I'm doing is I'll be celebrating with my family the week before. You can create your celebration the way you want to. So don't let that
Absolutely.
be the reason to stop you.
No, absolutely. Absolutely.
Excellent point.
Yeah.
Excellent point. We talk about reimagining things, like it's culture, and we can create opportunities. You can absolutely come together as a family a week before or a few days before or what have you. Or you could bring your family to Ghana and we can all celebrate together. Like we have a
Absolutely.
Christmas dinner together.
Yes. Yeah. We are the creator of our own reality. So if we
Yeah.
want to create, we
Right.
get to create whatever we want.
That
Absolutely.
we absolutely have options. So the dates are December 25th through January 3rd. Um, Typically, the flights are overnight. I've seen coming out of here. So look at that. You might be leaving on the 24th. You might be traveling on the 24th and arriving on the 25th. But it's ideal for you to get there on the 25th so you have time to kind of get settled, because it is definitely a packed experience with just a lot of value.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, what's the next question, Shayla?
Next question. What are the highlights of the tour? So there's a lot of highlights.
Ooh,
Okay.
you want to run it down? We could go one by one and see what we got.
Okay. So the highlight of the tour include the Network Diaspora, December 100. So we got the December 100.
Ooh, can we just pause there for a moment, because I think that there's a lot to say about what that experience is about. I know for us, we've been doing things here domestically in the States. This is our first international offering.
Mm-hmm.
So, as the Elements, in collaboration with the Epic Network Party Network, Epic Network. Get me right. Get me right.
Just Epic Network. You can say just the Epic Network. We do parties, but we do more. So just the
That's
Epic Network.
it.
You
Right.
good?
All right. Yes. And it's right there in front of me. The Epic Network. So in addition
Yes.
to, in collaboration with, and sponsorship by Tours to Ghana and the Beyond Investment, we have a lot of support around this experience that is being created that takes place on the 26th. It is it's more than a networking event. It's an opportunity to connect, to build, to expand, to tap into the global marketplace and to make meaningful connections, because that's what this is about. We want to go farther together. There will be, again, entities and other not entrepreneurs in the space that will be able to bring their experience, and again, just that value added opportunity. Anybody want to jump in? I'm trying to do controls and things like that at the same time. But yes, what is Return, Connect, Build?
Um, Raisha, you want to jump in? I'll let you
Okay,
jump.
sure. I'll jump in. Return Connect Build is really like an all inclusive experience of not just connecting, but I see it as transformation, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
returning to our roots, the continent of Africa. Some of you who are going with us, it's gonna be the first time, right? Like it is for me and Shayla, right? And
Yes.
like
Believe
right,
yes.
the first time.
Mm-hmm.
So returning, reconnecting with our roots, with our heritages, connecting, like imagine building connections across borders with other diasporians, other people born and raised in Ghana. It's rich, right? There's a rich opportunity in Ghana to build those connections, to start businesses, right? Many of us are going over there with businesses already, but from what
Mm-hmm.
Hafisa has been sharing, right? Like the opportunities there are so abundant that you may go there and you may develop another business idea that you see you can create over there, right? So,
Absolutely.
I think it's an opportunity to build probably lifelong connections, business, but personal as well, because everybody, most of the people who are going to be at the networking event, they're also going to be a part of the tour and getting all of these. We're going to be having these experiences together, right? So there's a dope pitch fest. The Epic Network is going to be facilitating the speed networking, right? Connect with people quickly, do your elevator pitch, but it's going to be meaningful, right? Those
Mhm.
interactions, even if they're short in that time frame. What else? Still
So
with me.
Well,
I think that's some. Yeah.
yeah, absolutely. And everything about this was curated with intention, right? Like it's going to
Mhm.
be at Jerk Soul, which is a diaspora owned Caribbean restaurant, beautiful location, indoor, outdoor kind of feel, rooftop, and great space to be in. There's also the entities and support that are going to be in place, the entities that we've partnered with that have resources as far as how to transition, how to build businesses, whether it's legal, whether it's the financial aspect with the banks and what that looks like over there.
Mhm.
All aspects of what it takes to successfully make that transition of what it looks like to engage in the marketplace in Ghana, building relationships with entities that are established there that might be able to support you in what you're doing here in the States.
Mhm.
Why aren't we making those connections? Why aren't we expanding the market for our services?
Mhm.
There are so many degreed and certified people who live in Ghana. Everything is virtual. Do you have customer service needs? Do you have bookkeeping needs? Do you have just IT needs? All of those things, making those connections. How could your bottom line be impacted if you're utilizing services that are at a lower price point but with superior quality?
Mhm.
So it's those sorts of things. And one thing that you mentioned, as far as like, you might not even be going over there with the intention of building a business there, but with the opportunity for collective economics. Why wouldn't we pool our resources to create an income generating, cash flow rich entity there that supports the diaspora community there, that supports the Ghanaians that are, those who are the locals? Everyone benefits from it. It's a win-win. It's about job creation. It's about tapping into this $1.9 billion tourism market.
Mhm.
All of these things are accessible. And that's why I say this is more than just a tour. We absolutely will go to all of the locations, the slave dungeons, the botanical gardens. We will eat at some of the best restaurants in Accra, the rooftop experience, the nightclubs, the nightlife, the festival will bring a richness of opportunities for you to socialize and connect and dance and all of those things. The beauty of the beaches, the
Mhm.
Atlantic Ocean over there looks very different
I
than what
bet.
we got going on over here, y'all. The color of the water, the temperature of the water, just the magnificence. It's beautiful. So yes, we will absolutely have all of those experiences, but we know the richness that us coming together, especially when it comes to economic development, that is the foundation of community. How do we thrive if we can't support ourselves? We have the opportunity to make those connections and build those bridges and return with not just memories, but with a real viable
Mhm.
wealth building
Contributor, like contributing to.
opportunity. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
yes,
Absolutely.
yes.
And the
And
great thing, and then not to cut you off, but the great thing too is like as we're talking about the things, the more and more you watch us on Sundays, we get to share and go and dive into the restaurants and give you a little bit more details about the food, the beaches, and visuals. So yes, stay tuned, y'all.
yes, you'll get to see some of the places we're going to be staying at. You'll get to see some of the restaurants that we will be going to. For those foodies and those that have, kind of specialty needs, I will consider myself a foodie, and I don't think it's special needs because the way I eat is not special.
Absolutely.
Everyone should be eating like that, right? Like,
Right.
but like, if you are considering yourself vegetarian or vegan or gluten free, or you have any kind of specialty dietary needs,
Hmm.
definitely let us know, because we have those things in mind when we're making those choices. I definitely enjoy eating good food, and I had no problem with that while I was there. And, you know, and it wasn't even like this is how they eat. A lot of the base of their food is palm oil. They eat rice with everything, but beans and vegetables are a staple.
Hmm.
So it wasn't really hard to make modifications to find things to eat. So we will have an opportunity to go deeper into that, to talk about some of the offerings and the locations that we will be going to.
Yes, we love it. So continue on. We got the VIP Afrochella. Yes, beautiful.
Ooh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Hey,
The
fire.
VIP experience.
Then we got another VIP all white party. So yes.
Yes,
Um,
we do. We do have a comment that came up. Thank you, Lydia, for being on. And your question in reference to the opportunities for networking with the arts community. I think that is a great question and something that we have diligently been working to make sure that we are adding value to the artists that are traveling with us. This is absolutely arts and culture is at the foundation in addition to innovative entrepreneurship. So we are looking to build those bridges with the institutions that are in Ghana. We have a connection with the Art Museum, which will be something that we will be bringing to those who are in attendance. We understand that connections with institutions add value to artists. You all want to, meet with the professors and the institution, the universities that are over there, their art department, their film department. And we are working to make those connections as well. So we want this to be a valuable experience for all in attendance, regardless if your focus is entrepreneurship, wealth building through real estate and investing, the arts community and tapping into that. We will have all of those things and be connecting the dots on that. So that space that we'll be in on the 26th, you will have an opportunity to connect with all of the people that you need to connect with to get you started. Because again, that's what this is. It's to open the door for those relationships and those connections to grow.
And
Yeah.
I know I'm popping in late, so if it hasn't been said, Lydia, whoever else is listening, make sure you take the survey because that's your opportunity to tell us what it is you would like to experience while there. The
absolutely.
survey is actually helping us to curate the experience for those who are in attendance. So the survey is a huge component to making sure you get what you want on this trip.
Yes, because we need
Yeah,
to know what you want, right? So
yeah.
absolutely, absolutely.
I'll
Um,
fire come in on fire, okay?
right, like okay. So
Straight out the sun. Straight out the sun.
we got our VIP New Year's Eve party.
Mhm.
Yes, and
Yes.
then we
So
also
I don't know if Dre is available to come on, because that is a part of the Afrochella Festival. I personally haven't experienced it, but from what I've heard and seen from the footage, it is amazing. So that is a part of where we will be on New Year's Eve. Yes, Mr. Taylor.
Yeah, I'm
We
on.
appreciate
My internet be
you.
shaky sometimes, so you gotta excuse
We
me.
say Afrofuture.
Hopefully it's going good. Yeah, the VIP, not the VIP, but New Year's Eve last year we did the Michael Blackson party, and so they had several celebrities there at the Michael. So as of now, we don't know which New Year's party we're gonna hit. It might be. I'm thinking it's a club on a beach. Usually when we go out, it's a club there that everybody usually go after we go out, the after spot. And so usually when we coming in the morning or leaving out in the morning about 9 o'clock, you see some of the tour goers coming back in at 9 o'clock from that party they just went to. You know what I mean? So it's like a party every night there. So sometimes I don't see people for like 2 or 3 days on the tour, which is fine.
Right.
Uh, I'm there to babysit. People find their own little groove and their own little tribe, and they there to have fun. So it's a good time. It's a lot of things to do on the itinerary. A lot of people want to go out at night, but I'm like, you gotta pace yourself. It's a long trip. Those 10 days go by fast. Before you know it, that 10 days is up, and you can't even remember what you did because we done so much during that time of that 10-day period. So it's a lot to do. It's a lot of enjoyment. You're gonna laugh, you're gonna cry. You might meet some individuals that might be like lifelong friends that you might meet go on trips and travel with. I'm always seeing somebody online that they met here in Ghana and they travel in another country or something. You know what I mean? So you're
Yep.
gonna meet your tribe here, and it's just an overall good time. Leave all your reservations at the door. Be open-minded, come have fun. Just go to that place, have fun. You're gonna love it. Those who's like thinking about spending time with their family, and come over here and spend time with your other family. You know what I mean? Come here and connect with your other family on the other side of the ocean. You can spend time with your family for 20, 30 years, you know what I mean? And come start a new tradition, bring family
And Ghana.
That
first
part.
of your family, and
Right.
have bring others here. And so start a new tradition where you're taking vacations down. And so looking forward to you guys coming. Stuff. Plan for you guys to make a good time. Like I said, look forward to it, and definitely gonna be memorable.
Appreciate you. Appreciate you. And just to preface, Mr. Taylor is in Ghana currently, like right now. So sometimes the Wi-Fi might go in and out, but I definitely think we got the gist and the energy of what it is that we can, look forward to um, for this experience with Ghana. And I think just like Raisha said, as far as like how you do your holiday, we got to reimagine some things, and maybe it does mean, bringing the family with you, or doing it, a week before or when you get back. Who knows? Like whatever works, So that whole reimagining the holidays and how else you can bring value to it.
This is right on point for my household because I said we I don't want to do the commercial way of doing Christmas anymore. And for the past few years, hmm, the way I've done it, we don't do Christmas at our house. And the way we've done it has been when we do it traditionally, it's because of the traditions. It's because of my parent, my grandmother. It's honestly holding on to what grandma wanted and what she expected about us being in place for dinner and opening the gifts and all these types of things. But we're here, at least in my experience, I'm here to create my own reality for my family. And that means I want to be somewhere warm every Christmas and not spending money on a bunch of things. And research has said that children have greater turnouts and outcomes from having experiences, not toys and not things. It's recommended scientifically that children have experiences. What greater experience than travel for anybody, adult or child? So I'm very excited about being in Ghana on Christmas and New Year's, especially New Year's. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And pretty
Yeah.
much, and we touched all the highlights of all the other events as far as this beach and the botanical garden and the ancestral wall. But like you said, you get to create your own style traditions, right? And so I look forward to it. The highlights of the tour, and like Dre said, those days are gonna by so fast. You're gonna be like, it's time to go. Like, so make sure you get your sitters in place. I will add that, please. Right? If the kids are not coming, make sure you just get your sitters in place. Yeah.
Well, that's a key point because we did have someone ask us recently, like, who's keeping your children? Like, I'm personally not bringing mine this time around. I want to go, lay out with the land, figure that out. This is a biannual trip, so definitely in July, and I will have familiarized myself with the terrain. But their other parent could keep them, grandparent, aunties. This is
Godparents.
yeah, call on your village, call on your community, those people who are there to support you and raising those children. Call on them and say, this is a time I need your support.
Definitely.
Yeah. All right, so we got about 5 more minutes. So
We do. Updates, highlights, shout out, just so that everybody knows. If you see the ticker tape at the bottom, definitely go to the elements of the elements.world for more information, to fill out the survey that was mentioned, so that this trip can be curated to exactly what you desire. Make sure that if you have any questions that haven't been answered tonight, there are frequently asked questions on the website that should have a wealth of information for you, but you also can reach out to us directly, individually on our social media platforms, or use info@theelements.world to email us directly, and we will absolutely get back to you. We want to shout out our sponsors, and definitely in appreciation of how all of this is moving and working out, towards the Ghana, the Beyond Investments, Cool Nerd Sam with the platform, And please visit all of these sites, connect with them on social media, find out more about what it is that they're doing, and how we are able to do what it is that we are doing. The Zola Experience, Sage Academy, I see that behind you. Arden, yes,
Yes.
yes.
Black Wall
Support
Street.
your independent educational needs.
Black Wall Street all day. Yes. We got
Yes,
to be schools.
365.
We got to have the schools.
Shout out
Yes.
to our partner, Epic Network. Woo!
Yes.
Collaboration.
We in the building. Yeah, we in the building. And just to add to what everybody said, like, imagine for Christmas investing in yourself in a way that keeps giving. Like, this is a gift that you're giving to yourself and your family if they're coming with you, or whoever's coming with you, because you're going to come back as a new person with these experiences, right? Like, it's just bound to happen. And new openings for your business. If you're an artist, new inspiration, right? And just connected, I think, in a new way. And oftentimes for us to get what we want, that next level, we have to take an action that sometimes scares us. And it may be scary for some to be like, all right, this how much the trip is. I ain't gonna lie. I'm sometimes, all right, this the amount, we could do it. We doing it. We Airbnb right now because we doing it. We not even at our house. We at my mama's house because we doing it. So you could do it.
And I appreciate what you said about taking that chance and taking that step and it being scary. And one thing I can say is you are in good hands. The reason why we're even able to do this is because, with Tours to Ghana, they've been doing this for a minute now. Like, I want to say, and Dre jump in, like 20 years from the original founding partner, what have you. Like, these are not new tours. These are not new relationships. This has been, relationships that have been cultivated so that when you do take a step like leaving the country and being in some foreign place, you can do it with that confidence that you are secure, you are taken care of, you are in good hands. Yeah, I don't know if there's something you want to add to that.
Yeah, I mean, for some of y'all will feel more at home here than you do somewhere you've been living your whole life, and so that speaks volumes. I know that spoke volumes to me as soon as I touched down to see my people, you know what I mean, embrace me, to greet me every step of the way. I mean, you can't put a price on it. And so, it's a whole lot safer here than it is in the US. I see social media every day. I'm like, man, to think of this, the stuff that we go through there, it is not even remotely thought about here. You know what I mean? And so it's definitely, a place where you have that serenity, that peace of mind, just overall peace that you can't put a price on. And that's why I will never come back to the States as far as to live, because it's almost like insanity, doing the same thing, expecting different results. And it's just like I chose, my sanity, I chose my peace, I chose, to be around my people 24/7. So you're definitely in good hands here. You'll see the relationships that I built from the places we go, the people that's going to greet you, the people that's going to be genuine, the smiles on their faces. You can't beat it. You know what I mean? And so I want you guys to experience everything that I experience on a daily basis, and so hopefully at some point in time, you'll be that light in your family to lead them across that water to come over and experience the same thing you get to experience.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, we appreciate y'all. We are definitely going to honor everyone's time. Thank you for giving us that 30 minutes. Catch the replay, share. And again, connect to the links at the ticker taper that's going at the bottom of the screen. Get in touch with us, get connected with us. And we look forward to seeing you on the plane on the way to Ghana in December.
Yes.
Good night, everybody.
Good night. Peace. Happy Sunday.